it's added that array already. And so I'm going to go ahead and add the storage from the SAS array. This is the only one that I have available to me at this point. It tells me that one's blank as well. The reason why it reports that as blank is because of that previous step where we did the wipe the boot sector. And I name my storage. Next, I'm going to format it with the default block size, and then just finish. Okay, so now I've got 3 different storage capacities and storage volumes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and assign some of that storage to my virtual server. So I'm going to add, as you can see here, here's the primary hard disk. I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more hard disks to it. I'll choose the first one. It'll ask me if I want to create or use an existing. I'm going to create a new one and specify the storage as 50 gig. And I'm going to specify which data store I want to choose. Now I know based on this name, storage 2, that is the SSD RAID array. By the time we drill down through all of the tiers of where this actually is, and the ESX virtualization layer, and then the virtual drive and the storage pool. So I know storage 2 is that one. I click OK, and next on that, and next again, and finish. It's still in the process of adding it. I'm going to go ahead and add another one while we're here. And I'm going to create a new virtual disk again. And I'm going to change this one to 100 gig, because the SAS drives, we've got a little more space on those. I'll use that full storage space. Browse, and we'll choose that storage 3. I'll hit OK. Next, next, finish. And then I'll say OK to this. And as you can see down here in the progress window, it's completed that already. And then I'm going to go ahead and power that server on. So I'm running a virtual guest operating system of Windows Server 2003 within ESXi, running on that first server module. At this point, I'll go ahead and open up the console, and we can watch this one boot within there. Once this boots up, we can access it via remote desktop. We can access it, file shares on it, anything. It doesn't make any difference. It's on the network. It's just like a physical machine. The advantage to this is we're showing one operating system, one virtual guest operating system running here. Those modules, 4 or 5 virtual operating systems running within there, no problem. So in that one chassis, one of the advantages to it is easily 24 virtual machines running within that one chassis. So in 6U, is it 6U? That's correct. So within 6U, you could have 24 servers running, drawing just the power that that chassis draws without having 24 separate machines. You've got to worry about hardware failures across 24 separate machines. So I'm going to go ahead and log on to this. And earlier I shut it down improperly. Apparently, I got the unplanned shutdown. I'm going to go ahead and go to my management console and look at the drives that are now been assigned to it, the Windows computer management. And of course, it pops up right away and says I found two drives, asking if I want to write a signature or initialize, which ones. I'm going to go ahead and say disk 1 and disk 2. I'm not going to convert them to dynamic because I like stuff to work. And if we have a failure with it, that would be bad. I put my little plug in there. And then I'll go ahead and just create new partitions on both of these. Use the maximum size. And I'll name this one SSD and just perform a quick format and finish. And I'll do a new partition on the SAS. Call this one SAS. And perform a quick format on that one as well. So then, if I double click on my computer, you can see that I've got SSD and SAS drives there. And all of it's virtualized.
Amazing.
So there you go.
From 0 to virtual in 7.2 seconds.
7.2 at least. The beauty of it is, the ability to add and remove the hard drive space, like you were talking about, and that extra layer of virtualization within it it increases your flexibility astronomically. And you've got capabilities to do whatever you want to, beyond what the modular server even gives you. So leveraging the modular server and the VMware together is just a terrific combination.
Yeah, it's high end, and now you can employ vMotion. You can physically move virtual machines from separate pieces of hardware, different compute modules, load balance, the whole 9 yards, and pretty slick setup.
Absolutely, absolutely, it's beautiful. Doesn't get any better than this, folks. Okay, so we're back. What we're going to do here is a pretty sophisticated benchmark, as Max stated earlier, off camera. We're going to copy a 1.8 gig text file. It's actually an ISO that I just renamed to a text file just so that we get a little bit easier to see what we're doing. From the system drive, I've got 2 text files here, sas.test.text and ssd.test.text. Both of them are the exact same size. So we'll copy to the SAS drive first, just so that we're actually going to move it. So I'll cut and paste it, and we'll see how this does. We go to the F drive, and we can see got our little clock running down here. And I'll try and paste this right on an easy number to get an accurate. So I'll go on the 20, 19, 20, go. And it's starting to move that file now. And unfortunately, I really don't have any interesting commentary to add while this is actually moving, so we'll just kind of wait in silence. What do you think?
Yeah, silence is good.
Because apparently we've got at least a minute left.
We'll save the trees. Yeah, exactly.
Silence.
Don't try and replicate this benchmark, because it's not publicly available.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we're up to about 40 seconds in actuality here. And there's a full minute.
Grant, I think you need smaller files.
I think we should have used a smaller file. So about a minute 11 is what it took to go to the SAS RAID 5. So we'll go back in here to the C drive, and we've only got the 1 file left, still again, same size. I'm going to cut this and go up, and I'll right click on the SSD drive. We'll wait till we get to a nice even number. We're only 10 seconds away from the top of the minute. So, and we'll go there. It's looking a little bit better. Max has got to kind of rely on my play-by-play there. I don't know that that's fair for him.
I can see through the back of the monitor.
Oh, okay, great. I forgot the whole Superman X-ray thing.
I'm good.
Okay.
I can see it in your eyes.
All right. And we're at 30, coming up on 30 seconds and nearly done. Yeah, 29 seconds. So, as we can see, the SSD actually offers a little bit better performance. There you go. There you have it.